Listen closely. Beginning today, every bill you pay can return to you multiplied, and the first signs of increase can appear within 7 days. Wealth responds to orderly, faith-charged circulation. You are about to learn a simple spoken formula that turns every payment into a seed that must come back as harvest. Joseph Murphy taught that your word imprints the subconscious, and the subconscious expresses whatever you impress. Use your voice with authority, and money will obey the law of your belief. Here is the mechanism in one line. Speak a definite command in the feeling of acceptance, plant it in mind, and allow the law of belief to produce after its kind. This is scientific prayer in everyday clothes. You will not plead. You will decree. You will act as if supply is already present, because in the invisible it is. As Murphy affirmed, assumption is stronger than effort. Aligned words and feelings move the currents of supply faster than anxious labor. If you are new, subscribe now and turn on notifications so you never miss these guided practices. I publish weekly drills that train your inner speech to command increase. Stay with me to the end of this lesson, because I will give you a master declaration and a 2-minute visualization that seals prosperity into your nervous system. Memorize them, and repeat them whenever you send money out. Understand this: payment is not loss, payment is circulation. Money is like blood. When it flows smoothly, the body of your affairs glows with health. When fear constricts the flow, life feels cold and pinched. The spiritual solution is to bless the direction of your money and to assign it a holy task, to go out as good and to return as greater good. What you bless expands. What you curse shrinks. Many people grumble while paying, and they command delay, shortage, and friction without knowing it. Tonight, you will begin to treat every bill, every transfer, every tip, and every automatic debit as a covenant moment. You will put your word on it. When you speak the right words with the right feeling, you move from fear to authority in less than a minute. Your subconscious records the new pattern and carries it out with mechanical fidelity. Do it at the counter, in the app, or at your desk. You can whisper it and still move the law. In a moment, I will teach you the exact phrase to say when you pay, and I will show you when to say it for maximum effect, upon waking before pressing send, and the instant you feel worry rise. I will also give you a short nightly routine that plants the seed while you drift to sleep. Keep listening, because the phrasing matters and the rhythm matters. One line, one breath, one feeling of certainty, this is the key. By the end of this video, you will have a clear, repeatable method. Command with your word, believe with your inner image, and release with thanksgiving. The result is inevitable return. Stay until the end for the master declaration and the 2-minute visualization that closes the loop and fixes your new financial setpoint. Now breathe, and prepare to speak as one who has authority, because you do. Your word is your instrument. It gives shape, speed, and assignment to the subconscious, which takes your instruction literally and works day and night to express it. When your inner speech says, "I never have enough," the mind obliges and organizes shortage. When your word says, "My supply is steady and growing," the same mind organizes channels to match the decree. Joseph Murphy taught that this is the law of belief. Your accepted word, fused with feeling, becomes your world. Speak as a commander, not a beggar. Speak from completion, not from need. Let me prove it with a simple before and after. A small shop owner I coached would mutter, "People are tight with money lately," every time he lifted the register lid. Sales dipped, regulars delayed, and his bank app showed a slow drip. I asked him to replace that line for 7 mornings and at every transaction. He began the day at the counter saying, "Today my store is favored. Money moves easily to me. I serve generously and I receive generously." During each purchase he blessed the exchange in silence. Circulation returns as increase. Within a week he reported 3 larger than usual orders, an old customer who prepaid for a month of services, and an unexpected vendor discount. Nothing mystical happened to the town. His word adjusted his state, and his state adjusted his outcomes. This is your practice now. Speak clear, simple sentences that declare the end you want as present reality. The subconscious does not argue, it receives pattern. You are the pattern setter. When you wake before touching your phone, place one hand over your heart and one over your belly and say slowly, as if engraving truth into stone, "I am supplied. I am guided. I am trusted with increase today." Notice the tone, no pleading, no drama. Firm, warm, expectant. The feeling of relief is your signal that the word has landed. Repeat after me now in a steady voice. All my payments are seeds. Every seed returns in a generous harvest. I bless the money in my hand and the money in transit. I act from abundance, and abundance confirms me. Let the words sit in the body for a moment, like weight finding balance. Assumption is a decision about reality. Make it, and let law carry the weight for you. Use moments of touch as triggers. When your fingers touch cash, a card, or the pay button, let your lips form a short decree in rhythm with your breath. Out is good, back is more. When you look at a bill, treat it as a receipt for value already received, not a threat. Say, I bless the source of this service, and I circulate with joy. Immediate and rightful returns are now in motion. Whisper it at the supermarket, in a taxi, or at your desk. The point is not volume, the point is certainty carried on a breath. If worry tries to speak first, answer it with a stronger word. Say, peace, be still. I have chosen abundance. I accept provision now. The physiological shift is immediate. Shoulders soften, breath deepens, and the subconscious registers a new set point. Keep the phrase short, musical, and repeatable. Short phrases pierce and leave a clean imprint. Do not wait for confidence to arrive before speaking. Speak to summon confidence. Your word is the lever that lifts your state. Use it at 3 key times: upon waking to set aim, when touching money to bless circulation, and before sleep to plant tomorrow's pattern. Guard the gate of your mouth, and you will repair the economy of your life from the inside out. Circulation is the secret rhythm of prosperity. Money is not a possession, it is movement. When you release it with faith and direction, it must return by law. Joseph Murphy called this the action of mind upon itself. The image you hold and the feeling you release condition the path your money takes. Pay with fear and it carries delay. Pay with blessing and it carries increase. The rule is simple: what you circulate with peace comes back multiplied in peace. Here is the principle in one sentence. Circulation opens the return because your subconscious reproduces the state you impress while paying. So we will engineer that state on purpose. When you pay a bill, tap transfer, or hand a tip across a counter, you are not losing, you are sowing. A farmer does not mourn the seed he casts into the ground. He assigns it, expects it, and rests. Do likewise. Assign every payment as good sent to do good, and pre-accept its rightful return. Let me give you a live scenario. You open your banking app to send rent. Your old habit would tighten the jaw and whisper, "There goes half my check." Instead, pause for one slow breath. Relax your shoulders. Smile softly so your body believes you. Now speak, as calmly as signing a document, "I bless this payment. It goes out in order, and it returns to me as greater supply, under grace and in perfect ways." Visualize the money leaving you as light and returning along many channels: refunds, new clients, discounts, gifts, and raises. Press send in that tone, then move on. Repeat after me now, a short formula you can use anywhere: out is good, back is more. I pay in peace. I receive in peace. Another variation for larger bills: I bless this service and all people it supports. I circulate with gratitude, and abundance circulates to me. Keep it brief and rhythmic. The subconscious loves consistent, melodic statements. Bless while paying in 3 common moments. First, at the register or checkout, touch card or cash and say within, "All my giving is increase." Second, during online transfers, place one hand over your chest, breathe and decree, "This payment returns multiplied to my accounts." Third, with automatic debits, write the date in your planner and mark it with a tiny arrow up, then say aloud that morning, "All automatics are covered and overflowed." Now, an emotional checklist to guard your results. Are you peaceful? If not, pause until your breath slows. Are you grateful for the value received? Electricity, shelter, service, learning? Name one benefit so your heart agrees with your lips. Is fear absent? If fear speaks, answer it once. Be still. I choose supply. Then proceed. The feeling is the fuse. Without peace, words can sound like noise to your deeper mind. With peace, one sentence is enough. A quick story. Carla used to dread her credit card payment. She began blessing it weekly. I circulate with order, I receive with ease. In 30 days, she negotiated a lower rate, sold a couch she no longer used, and her manager approved a stipend she had forgotten. None of these moves were dramatic. They were natural pathways opened by a peaceful, expectant state. 2 cautions. Do not overpay to prove faith, act wisely. And do not peak anxiously for a specific route. The law uses the nearest channel. Your task is inner tone and right action. The how belongs to life. Each time you pay, you are rehearsing prosperity. Say the line. Feel the peace. Release the seed and let the ground work. Belief is the mold and assumption is the heat that sets it. According to Joseph Murphy, you do not receive what you beg for, you receive what you quietly accept as true. The law of belief is impartial. It mirrors your inner decision, not your wishes. When you assume prosperity as present, your subconscious organizes people and timings to match that state. When you assume struggle, it does the same. Assumption is disciplined imagination with conviction. Decide the outcome, feel it as done, and keep your inner tone consistent while you act. Consider a before and after. Before, Daniel tracked every expense with dread. He mumbled, "Something always comes up," and his tires, his sink, and his inbox obeyed. He called this realism, but it was rehearsed scarcity. After, he practiced assumption for 21 days. Each morning he stood in his kitchen, breathed from the belly, and affirmed, "My life is under divine order. Money serves my good. I expect wise surprises." He pictured his account balanced and calm while sipping coffee. Within 2 weeks, a client he had written off resurfaced, a refund check arrived from a closed utility account, and a neighbor referred him 2 new projects. The town did not change, his premise did. To shift today, we will rewrite 3 sabotaging lines into authority language. First, replace "I can't afford this" with "I choose what aligns," and provision meets every right choice. That sentence keeps you in agency and opens channels beyond one price tag. Second, replace "money is hard to make" with "value flows easily through me, and I am richly compensated in perfect ways." This instructs the mind to search for easeful value, not strain. Third, replace "I'm afraid it will run out" with "I live in an inexhaustible source, circulation returns as increase." These are not decorations. They are commands to the creative medium of your mind. Repeat after me now, slowly and steadily. I assume abundance as my present reality. I move as one already supplied. Let the body agree with the sentence. Shoulders down, jaw loose, breath low. Assumption is not strain, it is consent. You are not forcing outcomes, you are consenting to a higher pattern already available. Your word clothes the pattern, your feeling animates it, and your daily actions carry it into form. Practice anticipatory gratitude, the thanksgiving that belongs to finished things. Speak as if the deposit has cleared, as if the invoice is paid, as if the promotion is agreed. Say, "Thank you for the increase now unfolding. I welcome wise channels today." Gratitude is not a tip you pay to the universe, it is the atmosphere of receiving. It tells your subconscious, "We have it," and your nervous system relaxes into solutions you might overlook. Use 2 checkpoints during the day. When you notice worry, ask, "What am I assuming right now?" Then shift to, "I assume order, supply, and favor." When you catch yourself rehearsing lack, pause and rescript the scene, see the email confirming payment, feel the relief in your chest, hear yourself say, "Of course." The mind loves rehearsal. Give it the play you prefer and it will memorize the lines. Tonight, as you set your phone down, seal the choice, "I accept prosperity as normal for me. I rest in divine order." Sleep in that tone. The law of belief is constant and mechanical. Decide, assume, and let the law carry the weight while you take simple, intelligent steps. This is grown-up faith, directed and effective. Plant the seed when your mind is drowsy and the gate to the subconscious is open. Joseph Murphy called this the supreme hour to impress the idea, because the critical faculty loosens and your word sinks like a warm coin into receptive wax. Do not argue. Do not analyze. Speak your choice once, feel it as true, and then let the law proceed without your interference. The farmer does not dig up the field at midnight to see whether the seed sprouted. He waters, he rests, and he expects. Do the same. Here is scientific prayer in 3 simple movements. First, make a clear request. Define the result in plain language, as if signing a contract. Second, state a higher motive. Link your increase to service, order, or blessing. This cleans the channel of fear and guilt. Third, release in confidence. Accept that the answer is underway and give thanks in advance, under grace and in perfect ways. Clarity, motive, and confident release. This is a clean prayer that the subconscious can execute without friction. Practice in the drowsy state, the few minutes before sleep when images are vivid and your breath is slow. Lie down, place one hand over your heart, and let your eyes grow heavy. Whisper the prayer once or twice with feeling, then move to quiet imagining. If stray thoughts appear, do not fight them. Place your sentence over them like a calm blanket and return to ease. Repeat after me now, and use this script for 7 nights. Speak gently, as if telling a trusted friend. There is one source and it is the generous life in me. I choose order and abundance now. I give thanks that my bills are paid in full, on time, with ease. I bless every channel of income and every person involved. I accept rightful increase for the good of all concerned, under grace and in perfect ways. I am guided to wise action tomorrow, and doors open before me. Now enter a 60-second night picture. See your banking app with a calm, higher balance. See the phrase payment received on 2 invoices. Hear yourself say, of course. Feel the quiet relief in your chest and the satisfied weight in your shoulders. Add one small sensory detail, the coolness of the pillow, the dim light through the curtain, the slow rhythm of your breath. Lock the scene with one more sentence. It is done, it is safe, it multiplies. One warning, do not dig up the seed in the morning with anxious speech. If the mind asks, but what if nothing happens? Answer once, it is happening now in ways seen and unseen. Then act on the next right thing. Send the email, list the item, confirm a meeting, finish the task. Movement validates assumption. If fear tries again at noon, repeat your release line and get back to work. Keep your evening ritual short and sweet. Long pleading scatters power, a brief decree gathers it. Fix one result per week and hold to it for 7 nights. If you are unsure what to choose, select the most orderly one: paid bills, cleared balances, or steady clients. Each evening, revisit the same scene and feeling. The repetition trains your nervous system and instructs the subconscious to reproduce the pattern. Before sleep tonight, make your clear request, add your higher motive, release in confidence, then rest. You are not trying to convince a reluctant universe. You are authorizing a faithful law. Speak, assume, and let the seed work. In the morning, walk like one whose prayer has matured, and notice how easily channels present themselves. Inner agreement makes your transmission clean. Your word sets the statement, your belief supplies the force, and your expectation tunes the receiver. When these 3 match, the signal is strong and life answers quickly. When they disagree, you broadcast static. Joseph Murphy taught that the subconscious obeys the composite of your dominant impression. If your mouth declares increase while your feeling carries doubt and your behavior rehearses delay, the mind returns mixed results. Align the parts, and results simplify. Consider Mara, a freelance designer. She wrote paid in full in her journal each morning, yet told friends, the market is dead. She sent invoices with an apology line and refreshed her inbox every hour. Her words sounded rich, her belief was shaky, and her expectation braced for no. Clients stalled and 2 projects drifted. She chose a single premise and aligned speech, feeling, and small actions with it for 14 days. She wrote, my work is valued and paid swiftly, removed the apology line, sent files calmly, and checked email twice a day. By the 2nd week, 2 invoices cleared early and a referral arrived. The town did not change, her inner broadcast did. Expectation is your thermostat. Watch the small tells, the way you glance at the bill, the pause before you press send, the headline you repeat while walking to the mailbox. Expectation leaks through posture and schedule. Set it on purpose. Before any exchange, take one slow breath and ask, what am I expecting to happen? Then answer with a sentence that welds your parts into one tone. Use this daily alignment, simple and exact. First morning, what is my chosen story today? Answer once, supply now, under grace, through perfect channels. Second midday, do my words match my choice? If not, correct the last sentence and say it cleanly. Third night, what did my actions teach my mind to expect? Praise one aligned action and choose tomorrow's. You are training, not scolding. Agreement grows by repetition in easy moments, more than by wrestling in crisis. Repeat after me now, slowly. My word, belief, and expectation are one. I broadcast only increase. I act from completion, and I receive accordingly. Let your breath settle around the lines. Agreement does not shout, it hums like a well-tuned engine. Here is a 1-minute drill for moments of wobble. Sit or stand tall. Lift your eyes slightly. Recall a recent proof of provision, even a small one. Say 3 times, as if signing a document, order and abundance govern me now. Picture the next step already finished. Invoice paid, bill cleared, client confirmed. Move to the smallest action that embodies that picture. Send the email, schedule the call, file the receipt. If doubt returns, answer once, I have chosen my premise. Then refuse to rehearse the opposite. Speak the line that matches your chosen story and take one matching step. When paying, pay in peace. When asking, ask once and expect response. When working, do the excellent thing that self-respect would do. The law follows the strongest pattern you persist in. Choose one story and live inside it. The world will catch up to your broadcast. Clean words, steady belief, and calm expectation make you a clear instrument. In that clarity, circulation speeds up, doors feel lighter, and results arrive without strain. You stop leaking power through mixed messages and begin moving in rhythm with a law that never fails. Identity precedes income. You do not earn to become. You become, and then you naturally earn in line with who you are. Joseph Murphy taught that the subconscious executes the image you steadily accept as yourself. If you see yourself as someone who barely gets by, the mind protects that picture. If you accept yourself as a calm, competent steward of growing resources, your actions, tone, and choices reorganize to match. Worthiness is not a prize you win, it is a posture you assume. Let me show you how identity bends outcomes. Elena was a qualified consultant who still called herself just a freelancer trying to make rent. Her emails were tentative, her rates apologetic, and her posture said, I hope this is not too much. She changed one thing. Each morning she rehearsed a new self-picture. She stood at the window and affirmed, I am a trusted advisor who brings measurable value. Clients are relieved to find me. She updated her signature, simplified her offers, and removed the sorry language from invoices. Within weeks she raised 2 retainers, collected on an overdue bill without friction, and received a referral from a past client. Identity is a decision. It is the silent introduction that walks into rooms before you speak. Choose it on purpose. If old voices ask, who do you think you are? Answer with Murphy's logic. The subconscious does not judge, it follows instruction. Start with posture and language, because the body is a lever to shift state. Move like a person trusted with increase. Spend, save, and give like someone who expects tomorrow to be well supplied. When worthiness feels foreign, start where frayed self-image often shows, around money. Replace shame with stewardship. Shame says, I don't deserve. Stewardship says, I am responsible and capable. When a payment arrives, do not apologize for it. Bless it, allocate it, and let your hands prove the story you are telling your mind. When you make a purchase, keep your tone even and orderly. You are not a child sneaking a treat, you are an adult assigning resources to their best work. Repeat after me now, and speak as if signing a covenant. I am a capable, worthy steward of money. I move with dignity, clarity, and ease. I serve generously and I receive generously. I handle abundance with wisdom, and abundance feels safe with me. Let these sentences settle through your chest and belly. Do not force emotion, permit it. Here is a simple drill to anchor identity. Choose one arena today, your pricing, your wardrobe, your desk, or your calendar. Upgrade one detail that quietly says, I value my work and my time. Wear the slightly better shirt. Add the buffer between meetings. Clean the invoice template. The subconscious reads these cues as proof of who you are. If guilt rises when money increases, bless it away. Guilt is a relic of an old script that equated lack with virtue. Replace it with the truth that provision expands your ability to serve. Say softly, I allow more so I can do more good. Then act on that. Set aside a percentage for giving and a percentage for learning. Identity expresses in structure. Tonight, close your eyes and picture yourself walking through a week as your chosen self, answering messages calmly, negotiating without apology, paying bills in peace, receiving payments with thanks. Hear the tone of your voice, measured, warm, decisive. Whisper once more, "This is who I am now," and let sleep carry that badge to the workshop of your mind. Consistency is the quiet engine of prosperity. Rhythm turns scattered effort into steady increase. Joseph Murphy taught that repetition impresses the subconscious the way a river carves stone, not by force, but by faithful return. Obedience here means you keep the simple pattern when moods swing. You speak the line, you feel the tone, you take the next right action, again and again, until the state becomes normal. When you keep rhythm for 7 nights and 21 days, the mind accepts the premise and life mirrors it without drama. Let me show you how rhythm compounds results. Omar, a contractor, used to sprint for a week after inspiration, then coast into doubt. He chose a small exact routine, a morning decree before his phone, a blessing at every payment, and a 2-minute night picture. He kept it for 21 days, no negotiation. In week 2, a delayed permit cleared, a supplier offered favorable terms, and 2 prospects who had gone quiet replied on the same afternoon. Nothing magical happened. Cause and effect aligned because his inner weather stopped changing every 6 hours. Rhythm stabilized his signal, and channels opened along the path of least resistance. Here is your weekly plan, spoken like a schedule you enjoy. Each morning before news and messages, stand, breathe low, and decree, "Order and abundance govern my affairs. I circulate with peace and I receive with ease." At midday, tie the practice to money in motion. When you pay, tip, or transfer, whisper, "Out as good, back as more, under grace and in perfect ways." At night, lie down and run the same 2-minute scene. Accounts calm, invoices marked paid, your chest light. You are not trying to feel fireworks. You are installing a tone. Move through the week with a theme per day, in prose rather than pressure. On Monday, bring order, reconcile balances, calendar due dates, and speak once, "Everything is paid in right time." On Tuesday, practice value, improve one offer or message and assume welcome. On Wednesday, upgrade service, fix a small bottleneck clients feel. On Thursday, circulate generosity, choose one deliberate gift or thoughtful tip and bless it as seed. On Friday, complete, invoice, follow up once and release. On Saturday, rehearse gratitude in motion, errands become blessings, each tap of the card paired with, "I pay in peace, I receive in peace." On Sunday, renew identity, longer quiet, a written page of thanks, and the 7-night prayer you learned earlier. This is gentle structure, not strain. Repeat after me now, steady and simple, "I keep my rhythm. I decree, I bless, I rest. Results gather to my consistency." If you miss a morning, do not collapse the day. Speak the line at noon and continue. If you skip a night, return without apology. Consistency is trust with yourself. The subconscious loves reliable cues, same words, same breath, same short picture. Keep the route short so you do it, not grand so you avoid it. 4 7 consecutive nights, plant the seed before sleep. 4 21 days, honor the morning decree, the payment blessing, and the night visualization. Note small proofs, discounts, timely emails, easy solutions, and let them confirm your premise. This is obedience to a helpful design. Rhythm sustains the state directs the law, and the law returns your word multiplied. Walk the pattern and let increase become your new normal. We have walked a straight path: word, circulation, belief, prayer, agreement, identity, and rhythm. These 7 points form one movement. Decide the end, speak it with authority, feel it as present, and practice it in simple, repeatable ways. Joseph Murphy taught that your subconscious is a loyal builder. Give it a clear blueprint and a steady tone, and it constructs results to match. You now possess a blueprint that belongs in your mouth, your breath, your posture, and your calendar. Here is the synthesis in one breath. Command with your word, bless money as it moves, assume provision as normal, plant the seed at night, align speech, feeling, and action, carry the self-image of a worthy steward, keep a kind rhythm. When these are one, paying bills becomes sowing, and sowing returns as harvest. Keep it human, not heroic. Keep it short, not strained. Keep it daily, not dramatic. This is grown faith expressed as clean habits. Now the final guided ritual. Sit or stand tall. Breathe low and even. Bring to mind one bill, one invoice, and one desired deposit. See them already complete. Here paid and received. Feel the quiet weight of relief in your chest. Repeat after me slowly 3 times, out as good, back as more. Under grace and in perfect ways. Let the sentence roll like a tide through your belly and back. Add the master declaration, firm and warm. I authorize divine order and abundance now. I pay in peace, and I receive in peace. What I circulate returns multiplied. Close your eyes for a 2-minute picture. Picture your account with a calm, higher balance. Picture your face relaxed. Picture the next small action completed, email sent, transfer confirmed, client replied. Let one sensory detail make it real. The cool of air on your cheeks, the quiet hum in the room, the steady rhythm of your breath. Whisper once more, of course, the sound of anticipatory gratitude. Hold the scene just long enough to feel the body agree, then release it to work. If a counterthought appears, answer it once and return to calm. Be still. I have chosen my premise. Then act on the nearest intelligent step. The law favors movement from a settled heart. Your task is tone and direction, life handles sequencing. Before we part, take today's line into the world, out as good, back as more. Write it on a small card. Keep it by your payment screen. Let it be the rhythm of your hand when you tap the card or press send. Tonight, use the night script for 7 consecutive evenings. In the morning, give your decree before you meet the noise. At midday, bless in motion. In 21 days, this will feel natural. In 7 days, small proofs will gather. Comment today's line so you memorize it. Write out as good, back as more below this video and tell me where you will use it first. Join the 7-day challenge and report 1 proof each day. Discount, refund, swift payment, or wise idea. Subscribe and hit the bell for weekly drills that train your inner speech to command increase. Share this with a friend who is paying bills today and needs a clean, peaceful way to do it. We will close as we began, with authority and gratitude. Repeat once more, I authorize abundance now. I circulate in peace. I receive in peace. Now walk in it.